I wonder what Dan's going to yell when his Tourette's get set off.
I have
You're going to set Dan's Tourette's up? So it's like basically fuck you, Greg.
Yeah, fuck you, Greg.
Fuck you, Greg.
Hey, you can't just copy Nick's Tourette's. Come on.
This is the high functioning ADHD Tourette's. All right. Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Beer Analysis 101 with your host, Maxwell Starr. We're going to do something else to the max. Molson Cold Shots, max 7.1%. Yay, we are doing trash this week. Before we get started, though, we're going to introduce who we have with us, starting with Mr. Lee Russell, High Tide and Vibe. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm great, Nicholas. How are you, buddy?
Good. I need a beer.
Excellent. I need one too. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, beer. Let's
beers.
Let's party, bro.
Party, bro. Speaking of bros, let's go over to Greg and say, hey, bro.
What's up, bro? What's up, brah?
Brah.
What's up? Hey, did you hear the vaccine doesn't work? Trust me, brah. I did the research.
Did your own research?
Oh, yes. Look, brah. We got a Molson 67 glass. The 67, that's the glass for pussies, brah. We got the good beer. We're going to pour it, brah. Great.
It's a shame.
Right down the middle like a Guinness.
It's a shame this beer is at 6.7%, you know.
Should have been 6-7%. Oh shit! All right.
You know what? For the flavor,
you get that youth drinker.
I mean, really, this shit is for your youth drinkers. So,
there's
spoilers.
Oh boy, there's
flavor. Oh fuck, you're not used to flavor. All right,
there's real spoilers. All those new generations, they don't drink because they're lame.
Oh man, lame and want to live longer. Fuck you guys. The sun's gonna explode soon anyway. You're not gonna live very long.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Thank you, Greg. Let's go over to Dan. Dan, how you doing tonight, sir?
Good. Greg just likes things exploding, especially when they're hot.
I mean, when you're hot, when it gets hot, things kind of blow up, especially in your face.
Yeah, that's true.
Without asking, you got to get permission.
Now you got to get some consent first.
And I'm sorry, I forgot it. Bra. There we go.
Bra.
There we go, bra. Wow, you actually got me on here doing a Molson thing. What's wrong with me?
You gotta have some brews, broski.
You're very lonely, and your wife needs time with her boyfriend. So here we go.
That's right.
That's why she ordered shawarma tonight.
See?
Whoa!
She's having the Avengers over.
Get that Middle Eastern adventure there.
Honey, why do you order that topping that I'm deathly allergic to? Oh, just stay in the basement, Dan. You'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
She's getting a little bit of that, giving a bit of that hummus job.
Yeah, that's why my PS5's downstairs. Okay.
Whoa! Shit.
Okay, Nicholas.
The PS5 is downstairs. I won't see Dan for at least 12 hours.
Hey, Nicholas, wow. I think you have an option where you can make me the guy running the hangout. You should just do that and leave because
not happening. All right, so let's get down to the history. And really, I didn't really go into that deep dive into this history except for rehash the same history that we did for Molson the last time. So because Molson hasn't changed much except for they release all kinds of different beers. This one's fairly new. We will get into that. Molson was founded in 1786 in Montreal, Quebec. It is the oldest brewery in North America. It's still in operation on May 12, 1782. At the age of 18, John Molson left his native England for Canada, landing in Montreal in June. Shortly after his arrival, he began working at the Thomas Lloyd Brewery and eventually purchased the brewery in January of 1785. Afterwards, Molson returned to England to liquidate his assets, acquire modern brewing equipment, and a shipment of barley and hops, and returned to Montreal, opening his brewery on July 28th, 1786. Anyway, due to life in Canada, brewing was limited to 4 months of the year during the winter. In the summer months, due to lack of refrigeration, ale was stored underground in vaults and kept cool with ice taken from the river in the winter. In their first year, the brewery made 4,000 gallons of beer, selling it for 5 cents a bottle. But demand grew, and by 1791, production had increased to 30,000 gallons per year. That's impressive for 1700s. Well, we're gonna skip a couple centuries here and go to
Remember, water was unhealthy back
1957.
then.
Water
So they
water
did
was invented in the 1800s. No, clean water was invented.
pretty
No.
much.
In 1957, the Molson family acquired the Montreal Forum and the Montreal Canadiens Hockey Club. In 1958, Molson acquired six breweries across Canada, expanding the company's reach nationwide. And a year later, in 1959, introduced their well-known beer, Molson Canadian. Ooh. In 1989, Molson merged with Carling O'Keefe, turning Molson into Canada's largest brewery and fifth largest worldwide. In 1993, Molson entered into an agreement with the Miller Brewing Company to establish a major presence in the U.S. And in 2005, Molson merged with Coors to become Molson Coors. In 2007, Molson Coors and Sab Miller began a joint venture in the U.S. market that lasted until Sab Miller was acquired by AB InBev. But in this aftermath exchange of brands, including selling the Miller brand portfolio, Molson Coors merged as the third largest brewery in the world. I forget who the top two. I think it's like AB InBev, which is like Stella and Budweiser, and the guys behind Corona.
From Brazil or something.
It's AB InBev is related to Brazil. There's like Brazil, Belgium, and the US. I have to look it up. All right, so the Molson family itself is still involved with the company. Sixth generation family, Eric Molson retired in 2009 with his son Jeff Molson, currently overseeing, serving as the chairman of Molson Coors. Molson, which I should really look up, this history thing I wrote is from a few years ago, but I'm pretty sure Jeff Molson is a big guy at the company. Molson currently operates a major regional brewing centers in BC, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Newfoundland. They got a big, giant Molson brewery outside of Moncton. And in 2014, made up 40% of the Canadian beer market. That's a lot. Molson Cold Shots Max is a 7.1% high-gravity lager, stronger version of their Cold Shots brew. The Cold Shots was something that was released way back in 2004, which is like released in these small, like Red Bull sized cans, but they're stupid cheap, and a great, frat boy beer. This is kind of taking off of it. This beer here itself was released in fall of 2025 last year, and is a higher gravity, heavier version of the Molson Cold Shots. Now, Untapped identifies this as a what do they call it?
Called it malt liquor, didn't it? Or no, they called it a
freeze distilled beers, but I can't find any reference online to this being an ice brewed beer or ice treated.
So my question is, because I don't know Untapped too well, is there like anyone behind Untapped that like verifies this shit, or is it the entire database like user driven? Like people actually have to physically add the beers to it and stuff.
Yeah. In a lot of cases, like you can go and add a beer to a certain brewery on it, like without having. I'm pretty sure I added one to one brewery one time.
Untapped, you can add a beer for sure, but usually breweries do it themselves. But if not, then I added like a restaurant beer, like at our local pub. They have a house beer that wasn't added on Untapped, so I added that.
See, so I'm just wondering if there's a way to know whether like it's actually the brewery itself that's added the beer to it, or if it's just like a user. Because if it's just a user, then it could be any goddamn dumb fuck who thinks, oh, it's a high gravity lager, must be an ice box.
And that's why I take it with a grain of salt. Like there's no evidence that this is an ice beer, but at the same time, there's really no evidence. There's just photos of this beer online, and apparently, there's nothing written on the cans. So I have no idea.
And there's nothing on the website either. Like I was checking before we started to hang out. You go through the Labertine selection of websites under the Molson Coors empire, and you have to go to like a sub Molson fucking website, and then under that you go to like the fucking cold shot section and stuff, and it's like fuck this. But it's just like it just does what every fucking website these days does. It just gives you a picture of the beer. Yeah,
this is like shows up like one of those wild like high gravity lagers like you would get in Quebec.
Yes.
Just showing up here. Well, I think. Well, obviously now that we got this nationwide, now we must. If Dan has it, not that I'm sure he's proud of it.
It took me a bit to find, but yes.
Yeah, but also Dan pretty much gets everything, a little bit of everything at the very least. So
sounds like a good time.
Yeah, but I would think that like something like a max version of cold shots, is that really something that someone would special order from outside of Alberta?
I mean,
if you're a hobo and you really want it.
Actually, so for Alberta, I learned this, that we don't get it through Liquor Connect, which is the Alberta stuff. They get it through BEL or something like that, which is the
so like different distributor.
Yeah, so it's like I guess they do Molson stuff. They probably do all the higher, like the other stuff, like Bats and everything else. Like they do all the macro beers.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right.
I got to learn that. So
all right, so I guess it's time to circle around. There's no comments, but let's go down to, I guess, start with Mr. Lee and ask if he's had any history with this. Have you tried this before?
No. I think I was actually the first one who brought it up a few weeks back or whatever, or a month or so back or something like that. It's like, hey, Nick, this is one of the new things that just popped up in my new NSLC in my town. And amongst this and like the Molson Dry 10.1 and the Bavaria Cherry Lager and
I saw that one.
You seen that one? Okay, that sounds good. I kind of liked it. I saw this as like, oh, something that's mass produced, that's kind of different, a little off the wall, a little outside the norm. Maybe that'd be something we could pick up for an actual real BA 101, as instead of us just fucking around on a hangout or bring your own beer. So I just figured, we'll do that. But I mean, my history with it is, you see it in this glass right now. I just poured it for the first time and trying it out tonight. But I know of the cold shots, of course. Like, I'm very familiar with those. I reviewed them on my channel years ago. I've never bought them outside of that, but I've had them since then, because every once in a while someone's got a few of them because they're so easily portable around. Like they're kind of the ultimate, like, you want to sneak some beer into a concert or some shit. Molson cold shots do it. I mean, the Molson will tell you, no, that's not what they're made for. That's exactly what they're made for. They're exactly made for sneaking booze into places that you shouldn't be sneaking booze into.
It's a perfect can to get up your bum or your pussy.
You can hoof these. Yeah, you can put them in your prison wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Prison purse, depending on
prison purse.
But yeah, no. Always interesting to see also if one of these big breweries can pull off like these big high gravity lagers and like make them taste halfway decent too. Because for me, that's the real challenge with these big breweries. Like they can perfect these lower alcohol things all day, all long, but like, can they make like a drinkable, like 7-8% something in lager form and sell it? That's usually a challenge for them. Because usually you see like a new like Max Ice Excelsior or whatever, and it lasts for a year and then it disappears or whatever, or it's only found again in like a Quebec gas station. So yeah. That's my tuppence.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Let's go over to the Gregory.
Pretty much you're looking at my history right here. I've already reported a little bit, so basically my can's done at this point. So, my history, a little bit's in my gut right now. The rest of it's in this glass. I'll want to hang on to it for the review. But, I think I may have had a cold shot before. I can't recall if I have or not. I certainly haven't untapped it, so therefore it's unofficial. I've definitely never had this one before. And frankly, I don't think until Lee mentioned it, I even knew it existed. Just out of curiosity, since I have nothing really to add to the history, have we done Labatt Maximum Ice ever?
Oh, I want to, but I don't think we can get it here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I looked
That's
at
that
one
Michael
here.
Ironside beer.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I saw that one, I was like, oh, have we ever done that one? It's
I think you can only get that in Ontario.
Damn.
Oh shit! Somebody's in the chat.
I was gonna say, can you get that in
Cheers, Paul.
Nova Scotia or Alberta?
I'm gonna check right now.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, I would totally grab that in Nova Scotia when I'm down.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's not gonna happen overnight, but I'm sure we could get some of these beers to Nick if other people can get them. It doesn't make sense just to send them to Nick and then Nick and I just jerk each other off for half an hour. But if a bunch of people can get them and
It's
just
happened before.
I mean, and that's why. And fucking nobody wants to pay $20 a month for it, so I refuse to fucking perform for
That's why
free.
you never haven't sent me a beer mail.
All I can get is Labatt Blue in various different formats, and I'm not angry at that at all.
Yeah,
I don't even think I can get a Labatt Blue anymore. Like I might be able to get like a 12-pack.
I mean, since it's Pride Month, we should still do a Bud Light before the end of the month. So
I'm sure.
See if you can find the double lime one.
I can only get Labatt Blue in a 12 can pack.
Okay,
which is fucking weird considering it's Labatt Blue.
That's
have supposed to be like one of the huge brands.
Did we not?
I'm pretty sure we did.
I'm sure Nick has it written down somewhere. I don't know. Like I just have no memory of actually ever drinking blue. So
I
do. That's why I don't drink blue.
Yeah, I do, and I'm not crazy about it.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm gonna look it up. Blue. I know I've reviewed it. And I'm pretty sure we've done we did a beer analysis of it 7 years ago.
Okay.
Holy fuck! That goes to show how Red Beard was on the episode. That shows to show how old.
Lady Lee wasn't born yet.
Yeah, Lady Lee wasn't born yet.
Lady Lee wasn't born yet.
Still on the episodes. I mean, to be fair, Redbeard was on episodes this year until
I was just a teenager.
Yeah, until Greg pissed him off.
Apparently, somebody was a jerk to him, and now he's taking it out on poor Justin. I'm sorry, Justin.
God, yeah, Justin won't send him a video card, even though Redbeard hasn't hung out with the rest of us in months because he's
give me my free video card. Where's my free video card, Justin? And it better be like a 5090. I want the good one. Don't send me your crappy one for free. This is what I demand of you.
That kind of pisses me off because Justin's already he's been a nice guy. He's given me a few video cards over the last several years because of the mining thing he got out of. But it's shit that he left around. And he wants to give them to me out of
But you're also his real life friend, Nick. You're not.
That's it. I'm friends with the guy in real life. This is just some weirdo on the internet who's friends with him through me.
Let's spill all this.
But right now, he fucking made him rage quit Discord, which is not like Justin at all.
Lee, we need to pad the show, and Nick's just drunk enough to let it all out.
Give him a little bit longer. We'll be getting him really going.
All right. So I'm assuming that Greg's already given his history here. So let's go over to
my history, Nick. I have no history. That's why we're just padding it.
So my history. Okay. My history was going to the store and then finding this one here and then going, hey, I found it. I found it. And you guys going, no, that's not the right one. I was like, fuck. So I had to go on a cruise and I had to go find it. I had to call places. So I called my local Safeway liquor store and they had it. They said, do you want me to put some aside? I'm like, no, I'll come get it. So you're looking at me. Yeah, exactly. Is it? We only sell it in singles. I'm like, thank God. So I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. So I went down and my history is finding this. So yeah, you're looking at it. And I still have this one that I might actually crack to compare live tonight if I feel
I wanted to pick that up to buy it because it is available in singles, but at none of the LCBOs near me. I went to 3 LCBOs, none of them had the singles. I'm like, I'm not buying a 6-pack for this. No, thank you.
6-pack for $20 for that? No, thank you.
All right.
Well,
Thank you, Dan.
we'll get into the review and we'll see. But,
Yeah.
Right. All right. So my turn to talk about Molson Cold Shots 7.1. I do have a second can. So,
Boy, you're a lucky boy, Nick.
you know what? I gotta take a look. I'm pretty sure I reviewed the original Cold Shots on the channel like ages ago. Okay, I don't know why there's a Q in the title of this video, but anyway,
later. But I didn't want you to fixate, but now you're going to fixate.
I take a look. Yeah, 14 years ago, I reviewed the original Cold Shots. We've never done it on BA 101, and I don't remember hating it. So I remember having the Cold Shots all the way back for as far back as I think the beginning of like when I first started BeerTube, but I first reviewed it back in September 2011. Review number 136. That's going back. I remember buying this shit just because if I wanted like a cheap drunk or something like maintenance beer, it's hard to argue. Even today, you could buy 8 cans, and they're only like small can Red Bull sized things, like 222 milliliter cans. You can buy an 8-pack of these Molson Cold Shots for like $15, less than $15. That's not horrible if you're looking for the cheapest drunk you can get, and the quality of the beer is not terrible. I'm
telling you right now, Molson Cold Shots, even though they're not great beer, probably the greatest invention ever. If back in the day when Peter and I were hanging out in Greenwood and like every weekend we were just like trying to grift for money so we could buy beer, and then we'd be carrying around in our backpacks and stuff. If we could get fucking Molson Cold Shots back then, our fucking night would be made. We'd have like 30 of those in my backpack, and then like a fucking quart of something.
Wow.
And that would be our night. We'd be fucking set.
Well, there you go.
Versus getting MGD or something like that.
Well, I think what I'm more saying is that the format, like the beer doesn't matter so much as the format of those small cans. It just didn't have it back then. Like I can still remember plenty of nights where I was walking around town with Peter. I'd have a 12-pack of beer in my backpack, but this is beer bottles, not cans. This is like, 12 fucking bottles of Keith's or something.
That sounds heavy.
It was heavy, and you had to like make sure the cops didn't suddenly show up and hear them clanking in your backpack. So yeah.
And that was back when cops actually gave a shit about stuff like that.
My cops, the cops in our town, for cops, for Nazis, not bad. But I apologize, Nick. I interfered in your.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I remember when like Cold Shots came in these 4-packs for like, and these were like cheap. They were like $5-6 or something like that for like 4. Like for that was a cheap beer. Like it was really kind of like, despite it being not very great and being like a high ABV version of Molson Canadian, it was cheap. Like it was hard to argue with the value of it. So if you're looking good value drunk, that it wasn't bad.
They're not even necessarily to get drunk off of. They're just like they're maintenance beers to get your night started or whatever, right? Like if you're going to a bar and you're gonna be, you're gonna be paying out your ass for something else in a bar, get your night started with some Cold Shots before you go in the bar.
Yeah,
and then you're set. Like that's kind of the thought. Or if, like I was saying, if you want to sneak into a concert and not have to pay for the booze at the concert, have those in your backpack.
Oh, fuck, that's old school. At concerts now, at least around the Toronto area, they fucking will stick their hand up your ass to make sure you don't have anything going on.
Got metal detectors.
Well, yeah, we now live in 2026 and fun is outlawed. So
they searched my wife's purse to get into a sex club, like she's gonna fucking like smuggle in a sex toy or something. Like what the fuck?
Butt purse?
No, just a regular purse. Her butt purse is left alone.
So to finish my history, like Cold Shots, I have an extensive history with it. I haven't bought it in years, but I remember liking it for the value of it. Molson Cold Shots Max 7.1%. First time I had this thing was 3 weeks ago at the end of May. I had one on our movie nights, and I got fucking shit faced. I don't really remember anything much about it other than I didn't think it was terrible.
Nick, that's so unlike you.
Yeah, right.
You
I mean,
getting drunk
it's
at
like
movie
most-
nights?
That's like most horror movies. I didn't think it's terrible.
God damn.
Now, let me
All
ask
right.
you, Nick, was it your first beer of the night or your last beer of the night or somewhere in the middle?
I think it was actually close to the last beer of the night because I was
Ah.
pretty annihilated that
Yeah,
night. I
you
forget
make
what
bad
night that was.
decisions at the end of the
Yeah,
night. You're prone to doing that.
I just wanted context to your statement.
Yeah, I forget what movies we watched that night, but I was pretty shit faced at the end
You're
of
usually
it.
supposed to start high and then go lower as the night goes on, but you
I don't play that way. Homie,
Yeah.
don't play that way.
Nick starts low and ends low.
Mhm.
I think that was. I'm trying to think of what movie we watched that weekend, and maybe that was the weekend we watched like Replicator and Mad Men.
Replicator. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Mad
Replicator.
Men.
That was an interesting movie.
But yeah, by the time
Man, I
Lots of
know
boobs.
it doesn't get a lot of it doesn't get a lot of recognition, kind of lost to the annals of time, but Mad Men's a fucking great horror movie.
it's
Great
fun.
slasher movie.
It's very fun.
If you don't like it, move to Russia.
Exactly.
I also had Galen Ross of Dawn of the Dead fame, one of like 3 movies she's been in.
Mhm.
Galen Ross.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
if I was,
Are you making
I touch myself in very naughty ways.
Are you making a gay slur on Pride
No.
Month, Nicholas?
Oh,
Okay.
Shit! Order lady Alicia here.
I mean, to be fair, on Pride Month, as we've been led to believe, that to be called gay on Pride Month is a compliment and should be taken as
there you go.
a badge of honor.
I feel like Nick wasn't using it as a complimentary.
Oh well,
Term, though.
listen. I think better of Nicholas Lowe. He seems like a good fella. Sometimes misguided, but he seems.
I'm looking through my phone. It was Eaten Alive. That's what it was when I drank it.
Oh, that movie is so
Eaten
good. I
Alive.
love that movie.
Mm-hmm. That's a great movie to be drunk watching too.
It's partially such a stupid movie, but so good at the same time. It's like, I'm Buck and I'm here to fuck.
My name is Buck and I'm rearing the fuck.
Oh,
What
Buck!
was that?
he's
That
a
was the
good
two
boy.
Toby
Pick out a
Hooper
couple
one.
other hookers.
I just love it. It's like
Roberto Lindsay.
Robert Englund plays a character who finally gets enough nerve to like, you know what? This time I want to do anal. finally want to take that step.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's get to comments. We already kind of
This
recapped.
Robert Englund movie. She's above age, so.
Mm-hmm.
So we've already said cheers to Paul.
Here's Paul.
How big are these cans? Lee already answered that. 473. Strong beer selection is lacking lately. Depends where you are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because we had that Molson 10.1. It disappeared real quickly. Of course, there's always the classic Fax 10. You can get that just about anywhere.
See, you also
We got Mountain Crest 10.1 here, and that's
Crest.
see, Nicholas. Also, I'm thinking you might be in sort of the same situation I'm in sometimes, where it's like you'll get some test packages sent to all your local places or whatever. Like, oh, Molson 10.1, a bunch of them got sent around to see if they worked, and if they worked, then they'll come back to the store eventually, kind of thing. Like in the next couple weeks or whatever.
Okay, here's the thing that bugs me. I'm looking at where can I get the Molson? I know Molson Dry 10.1 showed up here in New Brunswick, and I was looking for it today at a liquor store uptown. And I look up the inventory numbers on the NBOL website, and I see 4-packs of Molson Dry 10.1. There's 21 of them at the store I was at today. I looked all over that place. I didn't see it.
You know what? It's not shameful to ask for help from the employees.
because they're willing to sell you anything, even stuff that's hiding in the back, collecting dust.
Yes,
there's 14 left of them. I'll look for it on the weekend.
Because it might have been just an issue of it not being restocked right at the moment.
It could be like maybe the shelf was empty because all the hobos bought it all.
Yeah,
because it's how many cans? It's 470. It's 473 ml cans for $16.
Yeah, that's
pretty fucking good, actually. For the value.
You know, that's kind of fucking Pumphouse
Doppelbock.
levels of value right there.
I'm not levels of flavor for damn
Not
sure.
flavor,
but-
probably. Hey, who knows? Who knows, Nicholas?
Remember,
Molson Dry 10.1 might be the most amazing beer we've ever tasted. We just don't know yet. We can't say that.
bullshit. Yeah, well, I think we did. Oh fuck! I have to look it up. I know me and Scott reviewed one beer from Quebec that was like 10.1, but I think it was a Labatt Blue 10.1.
I'm just going to go on a limb and say it right now. I think Molson Dry 10.1 probably better than Black Tuesday.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's a hot take, but we need
Whoa.
That's why it's sold out.
I
At
wouldn't
Nicholas
go that
because
far. I would
we
This is
not
why
need
go
it's
that
more
far.
of these
sold
hot
out.
takes.
That's almost
For someone who's
I-
bought
that-
2 bottles of it, well, actually given one and then bought another one. I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
No. I'm thinking the layers of flavor.
I don't know, man.
The layers of flavor.
Complexity.
I'm
from
pretty
mouthfeel.
sure that Lee had Black
I
Tuesday
mean-
the time that we were at Chad's.
I did, and what a piece of shit. I'm thinking, it doesn't
I've
hold
never
up.
had-
What Chad or the beer?
Both.
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 That's his opinion. I actually don't mind Chad, but I feel that's
I don't mind Chad. Yeah.
I just don't like how he treated my friends. That's all.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you're entitled to that opinion. and
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't know.
I didn't listen.
I-
I'll be honest. I don't like certain
Time of
things
the
that
life he was in.
I don't like certain things that occurred either. But at the end
Yeah.
of the day, I'm over it. It's fine. He didn't stab me with a sealing knife, so it's okay.
No, he didn't stab me with his. He almost did, but I mean,
I've never met him, so I can't say shit.
there you go.
You've never met anyone, Dan.
Right? Because no
Hey,
one
you
that
haven't
comes
even
over
met
to
Jamie
visit.
yet.
It's one of those things. Like I know that people have like mental illness is a real thing. I know he was going through a rough time at that time.
It's not an
And-
excuse to be a shitty person, though.
No,
I have
but
a mental illness. It's called old age. But
Well, I mean,
I
that's,
think
that's,
you're
that's
a
actually,
mel- you're a
that's actually
mental
fair,
illness.
Dan. As somebody whose dad had dementia before he kicked the bucket, I agree. I think it was kind of a old age illness.
I've got brain drop syndrome. It just dropped out of my fucking head one day.
Wow.
just was that the man with 2 brains thing like Steve Martin was in, or
Oh, at least that movie had titties in it.
But listen, I agree. When it
I've
comes
never
to
seen it.
when it comes to mental illness, everyone should just try harder and they'd be fine.
that's right.
Pull yourself up by your mental bootstraps. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
there
saying?
you go.
Fuck.
Get it figured out.
Yep.
You know. And listen, Lady Lee's not here tonight, but I have no doubt that she'd agree with anything we say tonight.
Oh man, she'd 100% be behind all this, and
Oh, yeah.
she'd probably support this statement too. Pride, they only need 2 weeks, not a whole month.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm kidding,
and you
I'm
don't
kidding.
need to include all the letters. Like maybe make it a little bit more exclusionary. Like
You have to
maybe
use every
L- maybe just like the LB. Like
so about this beer.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
back to
okay.
the beer.
I kept thinking about like when Lee was doing his introduction of like Molson Canadian and saying 6.7. Remember Molson Canadian 6.7? There was a 67.
Was there?
It was like,
Like-
remember that?
Yep.
It was like a light version of Molson Canadian called 6.7.
Yes, my wife
I
has a
mean,
whack
yeah.
load of these glasses because my wife worked for Molson at the time, and yeah, that was it. It was the
That's right.
but it was so
67
67 was
right?
not the ABV, it was the calories on it. And if you like
Yeah.
this, it had 67 calories,
I
and
think-
I don't know what it was. It was like 3.5% or something like that. It was lighter than
Yeah,
Coors.
it was really low.
Yeah, I think their version of that now is Molson 70. Like they're
That's
light calorie
probably
on
the
70.
It's a Molson 70.
Yeah, it was
I will
70.
tell you, like my wife was only on a contract with Molson for a year, and we have so many glasses and so many other bullshit that Molson gave her for free. Working for a beer company is wild. the amount of free shit.
Oh, there's Molson Ultra now, which is 70 calories a can.
Yeah, I think that's basically that took over the 67 because
Oh, they had to have the extra
Probably
3
tastes better.
calories.
Molson
mean-
6.7 was just like water.
I mean, at this point, again, I'm thinking with my old brain. Oh, let's market it because all these kids are saying 6.7, but again, they don't drink, so like,
No. They
Yeah,
just
that's
want
it.
to do. They just want to do the.
All
weed.
the Gen Zers don't fucking drink anymore.
they don't drink and they don't like sex and movies. They're fucking losers.
Yeah,
They can't
Yeah.
afford it.
kind of lame. Well, you can afford sex if you're not paying for it. Then
No,
again,
they
y'all
just
kind of
don't-
pay for it somehow.
They don't like seeing people fucking movies. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, you
Fucking
should have nude
movies.
scenes in movies. You just fade to black. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, let's have a very like diplomatically shot romantic coupling where there's no actual nudity shown.
You know the problem is. I'm gonna solve society right now. The problem is that women don't have bushes anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. When I love a shaved lady, when it comes to it's much more comfortable.
Shaved
But
labia.
when it comes to putting a lady on film, when you show a labia, it doesn't have any real character to it. But a bush has character to it. So it's like it excites the masses and gets them to fornicate. Whereas a shaved labia, it doesn't have that same thing.
I think Gen Z's scared of genitals. They're a bunch of little fucking HP Lovecrafts
because
running
it's like,
around
oh my
scared
god,
of vaginas.
what's what was under there. Like for us, it was like, oh my goodness, what's under there? It's like there's the bush, but what is under there? What is this magical thing of wonders? And then when we actually
you gotta
delve,
penetrate the deep dark forest first before you get to the cave.
I really don't want to go down this path.
That's what the Gen Z people say.
No, because wait, that just takes me back to my teenage years. Gotta go. I'll be right back.
I remember my very first time with anyone, and it was hairy as all fuck. And I'm feeling around through all this hair, and suddenly I find the wet spot. I'm like, oh, so this is how these things work.
The Sears catalogs were amazing for doing. I mean,
You found the sacred pond.
What the fuck?
I found the secret wet spot.
The lady of the lake
The secret website.
hoisted Excalibur from the surface of the
And
water.
with the Sears catalogs, they didn't always remember to airbrush the bush out. So sometimes it's like, oh, I know what she's got under there, even though they all had them under there, including your mother. So be more respectful, gentlemen, you fucking assholes.
oh sure, you had to throw that in there.
Yeah, all your mothers have bushes.
I like hearing stories about from Greg's family reunions.
That's a new chat name. I just changed the name of the chat to the secret wet spot.
I thought it would be all
okay.
your mothers have bushes, which is probably true.
All right. Well then,
So we got a beer here tonight.
well, I've got two.
Yeah, I
And
bought
Nick,
two
stop
too.
letting us
'cause,
talk.
I bought two of
This is
you as well.
Nick, we're gonna make threatening references to the UN in a second.
Like Greg's family reunions.
Yeah, thanks for paying attention to something we just mentioned, Nick.
There we go. No, that was from Paul. To be fair,
Oh, Nick's just autistic to Paul now. Is that what you're saying?
no, it's autistically Tourette's.
Oh, okay. Oh, radar in here. I have chocolate milk.
That's
Autistically.
very nice.
So you have a milk stout, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I know a guy. Well, I still know him. He's a friend of mine. He orders chocolate milk when he goes to a bar because he rarely drinks, but it's just weird that he orders chocolate milk. And his wife died of cancer, so I just got to think that the two are like fucking
Combined. Wow, dude.
Not combined. I think they're somehow connected. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Why would you go to a bar to have chocolate milk, though?
That's the thing. So funny quick story. Went to a bar, ordered chocolate milk. They served it to him. It was rotten. And she's like, yeah, nobody's ordered chocolate milk in 6 months, and it's just been sitting there. So she just, she gave him another drink or whatever. But it was just like, why would you serve this for, you monster?
Obviously, he didn't tip properly.
Well, this was at the beginning of the night, so yeah, I mean, I think he actually did tip okay, but like, yeah, it was just like, why would you serve this for? But it's like, yeah, I guess they just kept it there and hope for the best, because it's like it's a bar, and technically you can bring your kids and they can have non-alcoholic drinks, but it's not the kind of bar that encourages kids. I mean, there's literally 2 rub and tugs on each side of it, so it's like you're probably not bringing a lot of kids there, so the turnover for chocolate milk is probably like not a lot. So it's like,
yeah, I mean, I'm like, okay, leave the kid in the bar and then go over to the rub and tug for a half hour.
We actually met a friend there, and he happens to be a priest, or he was either a priest or a priest in training at the time. And anyways, and
Has to be a priest.
the
Where
bar
the fuck is
admittedly
this
has a
going?
little bit of the bar admittedly has a little bit of an odd entrance where it's kind of like if you don't see the entrance, you may not necessarily go. So our friend who's a priest walked into the rub and tug. And suddenly he walks in and he's like, "Yeah, I just walked into the rub and tug, so you are not to tell the Catholic Church about this." We're like,
yeah, I wouldn't want to go into a place that promotes heterosexual sex with adults.
so despite this fella being a priest, he is one of the most dirty motherfuckers of all time. I have no fucking clue why this dude decided to be a priest, but anyway, that's his life choice.
Guilt.
But what's that?
Like Uncle Greg.
It might be guilt. I don't know. But,
Catholics generally join it because they're because of guilt and because they can be absolute pieces of shit because they're already told they're sinners from the start, and then they can ask for forgiveness at the end. And
I mean, it might be this specific fella has none of these things. Maybe it's guilt. That I can't say. This dude is one of the nicest fellas I fucking know, and he's not, as far as I'm aware, not diddling kids, and he's very much into women.
Jesus.
But he just chose to be a priest. I don't fucking understand it, but it is what it is. But anyway, it was just funny because he walked into the rub and tug. He's like, "You cannot tell the Catholic Church about this." I'm like, luckily, I don't even know how to contact the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
So there's no issue with that.
I got the Pope on speed dial, so give me a second here.
That's good you told me because I was going to be talking to the Pope tomorrow, and you know.
Yeah, I was going to have my weekly conversation.
You know, Lee, as an atheist, it's a hotline to the Vatican.
I think at this point it was fucking Pope. It was like 2 popes ago. It was fucking the guy who died 5 years ago. But anyway,
popes ago.
Pope Benedict. That was the one. I think it was Pope Benedict.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know I had Pope Benedict, but then I didn't speak German, so it didn't work out.
Okay. Let's see what you did there.
All right. So do we want to go back to?
Yeah, let's talk about this
Give
beer.
our thoughts. All right, let's do this shit. Let's go over to Lee.
At this point.
So when I first opened this and poured it, smelled very harsh. Like I got like a paint thinner kind of thing going on for just a brief little bit. It's one of those ones you got to like kind of let settle in the glass for a couple minutes. And then it's kind of a sweet, grainy malt thing. You know, it's very nondescript. It's just like sweet graininess kind of for the most part. I wouldn't even say like caramel or anything like that. It's not necessarily caramel. It's not like Vitamalt or something like that. It's just sweet graininess. Who knows how much of it might come from the alcohol? I don't think really any of it is coming from alcohol astringency or anything like that. It's just kind of there. You get into the taste. Very light bodied. You definitely get much more of like a kind of a caramel malt character to it. Little bit like a cardboardy mustiness around the edges and stuff as well. But like no alcohol really in the taste. Remarkably smooth. Not that I should be surprised. It's only 7.1%. It's not like it's a big beer, but like so many times you run into examples of these beers where they fuck them up and the booze is all you taste, even at like something low as like 6 to 7%. But this one seems like it's very malt forward and it's really like taking away any real alcohol taste. I don't know what hops are in this, if there's really much of any. It's just kind of like kind of a dryness at the end. This is kind of dangerous. It does not drink like 7.1%. It drinks about the same as like the Molson cold shots, and I don't remember those original cold shots being particularly impressive on the mouthfeel or taste or anything like that. They're just kind of like there. They just tasted like beer. This just kind of tastes like beer, but like a more malty version of like a Molson, basically. Like it's, still light bodied, but like the malt flavor is like really much bigger than what you would get out of like a regular Molson Canadian or anything like that. It's fine. I guess we're grading on like high alcohol beers. As far as like, I don't know, it tastes okay. It's a hard style to fucking grade the high alcohol lager thing, because like whether it's an Eisbach or something else or whatever, you expect certain things. but at the same time, you don't necessarily know what to expect. I'd say style wise, it's probably about an 8, something like that. Like it does all the things. Like it's very smooth delivery system for high alcohol, and you don't taste the alcohol. So I guess that kind of works for what the description is supposed to be for this thing. My own personal preference, 6. It's perfectly drinkable. Like I said, it's kind of dangerous. It goes down very smoothly for what it is. You could drink a bunch of these and really fuck yourself up without knowing it. Would I buy it again? Probably not. If someone handed it to me, would I drink it? Fuck yeah. I mean, good maintenance beer, hey, just like the original cold shots, you want to start your night off, have one of these first kind of thing, and then get yourself some nice, slightly less alcohol beers, and, do your session or whatever, and go from there. But, it's fine. In this day and age where you make a quote unquote ice beer or a max beer or a cold shot or whatever the fuck, and it doesn't taste like shit and it kind of does the thing that it's supposed to do, can't complain too much. So yeah, I'll sit at that. Inoffensive. It's not drinking like Fax 10. It's not drinking like that Crest stuff that you guys talk about all the time that Lady Lee always seems to have a can of sitting around. So
hey, she's a good woman. Don't be besmirching her.
I know her fairly well. I'll besmirch her all I want.
Even though she solved stomach issues by having Chinese food, don't besmirch her.
She could have been here tonight, but
that's right.
I just suspect that her tolerance level for us was exceeded. So
fair enough.
Yeah,
it's all Greg's fault.
The stomach problems are more related to hanging out with us than actual stomach problems.
What? My wife has the same stomach problems, oddly enough. So,
well, yeah, but this is fine. It's not offensive. It does the job. In this day and age, can't complain. But it's nothing anyone needs to seek out. But I mean, if you're going to this a shitty party to drink, this is a good one to start out with. Have one of these and then move on. I wouldn't be drinking these all night because your night would be cut very short very quickly. Let's put it that way. But
all right, thank you, Mr. Lee. Let's go over to Greg.
I agree with a lot of what Mr. Lee said, and then disagree with some of it. I feel there's two ways to look at this beer, and we're going to look at it both ways. You can look at it as a beer nerd would, such as ourselves, who enjoy the flavor. And then you can look at it as a relatively moderately priced. So in Ontario, it's $2.85 a can, which, by today's standards is not expensive for a 7.1% lager. And that way I say kind of you look at it as a hobo beer. This is a beer that where if your goal is to get drunk, is it a good beer to do that with? So let's look at the first thing. So you got a little bit of maltiness, a little bit, non-offensive, a little bit of hoppiness. The alcohol is really well hidden. I actually don't mind this. So if we ever decide to do this, that's my thoughts on this. It's a good 7.7% high ABV lager. Reason I'm pulling this out is I wanted to compare it because I wanted to say, okay, how does this Molson product compare to basically a very similar product? Is it 7% smooth lager, as they call it?
Ooh, smooth.
So it's tasty. Like I said, it's the best beer in the world, but it's tasty. Now, let's get back to the Molson cold shots. So I don't have very much left of it. So I don't know if that tells you anything one way or the other, but I've been drinking it pretty quickly. So I agree with Lee. It's smooth and it hides the alcohol. The problem I have with this is it hides nothing else. So the Molson cold shots I've seen are available in like the 222 milliliter cans, which strikes me as like more of an actual shot. You throw this thing in the freezer, you pop it open, you down the thing, gives you a nice 6% alcohol buzz. Maybe you do that 2 or 3 times, and that really gets you a little buzz. Then you go into whatever concert you want, and then it's like you don't have to spend as much money on beer or a restaurant, whatever. You're buzzed. So my number one problem with this is the cold shot 473 milliliter can. Well, that's not a shot anymore, is it? That's a big can of beer. And generally for a Molson product that is high ABV, I don't think I want this beer to warm up. I want to drink it as quickly as possible. So I would much prefer if this came in a format where I could just fucking throw a couple in the freezer for a few minutes or whatever, or really cold fridge, and just pop them, down them, and then move on with my night. That's, to me, what would make a better hobo beer out of this beer. So what do we get from the taste? Oh, I'm choking.
Jesus, Greg.
Oh, my goodness. Apparently, I don't know how to drink. That was not performative. That was just me not knowing how to drink.
Baby's first cold shot.
let me just cleanse my palate. Okay. So before I go into this, you guys know I don't like sweet beers. I don't like corn syrup. When I drink this beer, it's sweet, it's corn syrup, and tastes like cardboard. Frankly, this beer is fucking disgusting. And when I started, it came out of my beer fridge, which is set to really cold. In fact, I actually turned it up a little bit because it was too cold. This beer is fucking gross. I don't know why you would drink this beer at all, other than just you need to save money. But frankly, if you want to get drunk, a Fax 10% legit is better than this. A Crest 10% is better than this, because neither one of those tastes like fucking disgusting cardboard corn soda. This is legit one of the worst beers I have ever had.
Wow.
I give it a 2 for style and a 1 for personal enjoyment. The only reason I'm not giving this beer a 0 is because Leah's right. It hides the alcohol very well. I give that. And it is relatively smooth. Otherwise, it is a fucking gross thing that nobody should ever do. And the fact that I finished this and didn't drain pour it is a fucking testament to the fact that I'm a cheap fucking bastard that doesn't want to waste beer. So that's my thing. 2 and a 1. It is fucking gross. You should never drink it. If you're a hobo and has no money, but somehow is still watching the show, get a Fax 10%, get a Crest 10%. I don't care if they're the same price or, well, they're not the same price, but it's worth the extra $1 for a Fax 10%. You'll get drunk faster, and it's a better tasting beer. Simple as that. If you want to spend craft beer prices, this is the same ABV. It's also a lager, and it's far superior. I'm not even going to say it's an amazing beer, but in comparison, it's an amazing beer. That's all there is to it. It's fucking gross. Don't drink it.
Just like your opinion, man.
It is my opinion, but it's all that matters because I'm the center of the universe.
That's right.
Now I can officially say it. Fuck you, Greg.
Fuck me.
I mean, yeah.
I wish more people would fuck me.
Well, you should get up to those 6 clubs a little bit more.
Jesus.
Anyways. So, I guess it's my turn.
Talk while I get pissed.
So here's the thing. I agree with Lee, and I disagree with Greg.
Whoa!
I just, and me and macros. I'm not a fan of macros. However, I'm not drinking this Molson Canadian 5% piss water that we all have come to know. It's not quite that standard. Now, is it good? It's better than fucking piss water.
I don't know. I've had some pretty good piss water.
Again, you seem to be missing out on all those sex clubs, Greg. You need to get back there.
At least if it's like vodka piss water, it's not overly sweet with corn syrup.
Okay, so I don't disagree with you there. I mean, but it's not overly sweet, and obviously people don't want to hear what I'm saying because everyone's just fucked off.
Listen, Dan, I gotta pee right now, and I'm sticking around to listen to you because I care what you have to say.
Listen the whole time, Dan. I can hear you.
Fuck
yeah,
you,
we heard
Nick.
you pee too, Nick. So, anyways,
Did you really?
no. Well, that was fun. That was fun. But okay, so what I've got here is the last little bit of 7.1. The other side is 6.0.
6.0 looks nicer.
It kind of does, but at the same point in time, like if there's more in here, it'd probably be about the same color.
My piss looked that color.
There you go. Which one? The amber? The amber?
I know which one, the amber or the.
If it's amber, I mean, I have questions.
So
Yeah.
having the 6.0, you don't have a lot of flavor to it. I mean, yes, it's not as sweet. Having the 7.1, more alcohol, more bitterness, a little bit more sweetness on there too, which means there's a little bit more that goes into it. Which in a sense, I kind of like more because it has a little bit more of an oomph to it, which I don't mind. I mean, you have regular Molson Canadian, and it is. You're drinking piss water, which, Greg, I keep mentioning piss, water, trinkle, stream, waterfall. Enjoy your pee.
I'm listening, Dan. Don't worry.
I know. He fucked off because you came back.
Taking shifts.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still here for you, Dan. I just need a regular water.
Oh,
Cleanse my palate. I don't know.
honestly,
I'm gonna drink my ketchup water that I had in my bike ride tonight.
Oh, there we go.
He's just catching up now. Great.
Yeah, right. Recap.
You know what? I'm not offended by it, and I'm offended by macro beers, and I'm not offended by this.
Wow.
I don't mind it. It's got a little bit more flavor to it. It's smooth. It's easy drinking, and yeah, it'll fuck you up real quick. Would I buy it again? Probably not. But if it was handed to me, I'd probably drink it. If it was handed to me twice in the same night, I'd probably drink that again.
I would have to fucking chug the fuck out of it.
I mean, I've gone to parties where I've had 3 beers in like a row where it was just Molson Canadian, and I just felt like fucking shit afterwards. But this, I think I would actually enjoy it in a party situation. I actually enjoy it by a fire. The 6.0, not as much. I drank it while playing a game of hockey on my PS5, just because. Honestly, I don't really see anything too incredibly bad from a macro beer that might be a little overly sweet, probably give you a shitty hangover the next day because it's so easy to drink. So for the style, yeah, it's better than a Fax 10. Fuck you, Greg. It's better than a Mountain Crest 10. Fuck you, Greg.
You're entitled to be wrong, Dan. It's fine.
And you're entitled to be absolutely wrong too. I find that
You're
that's
wrong,
a
don't
happy.
make a low.
That's true. Might make a Lee though.
Right.
I find that it's a happy medium between like the shitty piss water beer and the high test fucking lagers you have out there. It's a good happy medium that you can get you going, get you what you need. And yeah, maybe in the end of the night, you have a Fax 10. You have a 10% shit beer that you won't be able to taste because this has already killed your taste buds and you're already hammered because you didn't realize you had so many. So for the style, it's an 8. For enjoyability, I'm not offended. So that's an 8 too.
What?
I really enjoy
Wow.
Wild take.
Wow.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I'm one person that, like, again, it's better than a Molson, regular Molson Canadian. It's better than the 6.0, which I would probably drink because I was trying to just sort of have a game. But at the same point in time, for this, if I was out at a party, fuck yeah, let's go. Let's fucking start with that. Let's fucking go.
This was at a fucking party. I'd leave the party and go to a better party.
Let's fucking
No,
go.
what I'm hearing, this is the Black Tuesday of parties.
That's right. Black Tuesday and party beers.
I've never had a Black Tuesday,
If
but
we're
if it's
talking
a
about a
shit of beer,
19% beer versus a 7.1, that's
if it's a shit of
This
a
is the
beer,
beer in
then
the
you're
keg stand.
So yeah, 8s all around, and yeah,
I just love the fact that Nick's already hung over.
right. Fucking wearing the
Put
aviator
sunglasses on to get, like, hide the lazy eye.
He's
I
either
can't
hung
control
over or he's about to
Hey,
record a
Nick,
video in his car talking about how cool Trump is.
Hey Nick, have
Ooh.
you found John
Fuck you,
Connor
Lee.
yet?
What? Have I
Have you
found Sarah
John
Connor yet?
Connor at the Galleria yet?
No.
No, because
All
he'd
right.
be ball.
I'll be Bach. How Baroque. I
I'm
am
gonna
Baroque.
take a piss while Nick is giving his review.
I thought you already took a piss.
No, he went to go grab water.
Yeah, now I'm taking another piss.
You went to go grab water. All right, so yes, I'm wearing my sunglasses because I'm on my second can of this shit. So, I of course disagree with Greg. I agree with somewhere between what Lee and Dan said. Do I remember the specifics of what Lee and Dan said at this point? No, because I've had two and a half.
Then how can you even say you agree with us somewhere in between?
Just that rough feeling.
Because
I
he's
ride
not
it.
gonna
I
give
go
it a
over
one.
I go on by feeling on everything on the. On
you
this
just
shit,
go
so.
vibes, do you? You
Well,
fucking-
okay, so let's go back to the top here. What do I think this beer kind of tastes like? I mean, the flavor itself is kind of unremarkable. It's your typical like high gravity lager where you got like this nice, like, you get that little bit bready, a little bit sweet, a little bit greeny kind of taste here. I don't know. Lee described it as caramel. I don't know if I put it as caramel, but I would definitely put it more towards like a little bit of malty sweetness.
Craft Square.
One thing that really gets me about this fucking beer is the fact that is holy fuck is this shit ever smooth. Like that's the one thing I can't get over this thing on this thing here. It's just not a great, super flavorful beer. I wouldn't drink this from a craft beer perspective and thinking you're drinking something marvelous. Absolutely not. But as a party beer, this is incredibly easy drinking. In fact, I haven't had a Molson. I used to drink Molson cold shots every once in a while, just to drink them, like as a maintenance beer. I remember them being kind of on the harsh side. This is way more smooth than I remember of it. This is actually really smooth, and that's the thing that gets me of this. Like, sure, it's a high gravity lager. I've drank lots of like just shit beers just for the sake of drinking shit beers. This thing goes down extremely smooth and easy for being a crappy, and I'm not disputing it's crap. It just is when it comes to like drinking a malt liquor, I feel like this actually drinks really smooth. And I gotta give it credit for that. So with the style, I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Like when you're considering this is a high gravity lager, this is one of the top tiers. Like wow, this is actually pretty good in that regard. Do I enjoy it overall? I mean, this wouldn't be the first. Like, if I were to, like, one of the biggest things I draw from this is the fact that, like, a can, like, this thing is $4.49 a can here in New Brunswick. There is way better beers to buy for that kind of price, like actual good beers. Because
Sorry,
in essence, like $4.49, $4.49 for a can.
How much is the Fax 10% there?
It's the same price here. Fax 10 is about $5.60 here.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? Fax 10's 560 there? I gotta look up Fax.
Because it's 285 here, so you could argue a value proposition here. But my God, 465. That's wild.
Oh yeah, like Fax. Well, yeah, it's 449 for the Molson, and Fax 10 is 398. And I would argue like Fax 10 is better than this. I'm not going to dispute that. I like Fax 10. I agree. If you're going to drink a shit 10% beer, that thing is actually pretty decent for the price. This is not bad in the regard, like as far as the style goes. I think it's very incredibly smooth and pretty good. This one, on the other hand, when it comes to like overall enjoyment, there's better beers that I would definitely drink, but I'm not mad at this, and I don't hate it, and the smoothness factor is making this incredibly easy to drink. So I'm going to give it a 6.5 for overall enjoyment, because I don't hate this. It's not like I'm expecting like world class taste of beer, but if you're looking for something that's supposed to get you drunk, I like this better than the original Cold Shots. But when it comes to the value perspective, it's not a great value.
For comparison here, this one is $4.93 for me in Nova Scotia, and Fax 10 is $4.96, so it's 3 cents more expensive.
Wow, you get Fax is expensive down there.
Oh no, we get super fucked on our alcohol prices.
Because like Fax 10 is like the go-to hobo beer in New Brunswick right now. It's like $4 a can.
So in Ontario, you're looking about an extra $1.80 a can for a Fax 10% versus this, and I would say that is your hobo money well spent. Because a Fax 10%, in my opinion, is far superior. Now, okay, I'll be objective.
Yeah. Okay, how much was that the Fax 10 in Ontario again?
Off the top of my head, I believe it's like 5 something a can. I don't know. No, hold on. Yeah. Actually, let me look it up. I'll tell you. So what I will say about a Fax 10%, now this may be where perhaps some of our disagreement comes into. A Fax 10% does not have corn syrup like this fucking beer does. The Fax 10% is not as smooth because you do taste more alcohol from it. So I guess it sort of depends what offends you a little bit more. I am less offended by the taste of alcohol than I am by corn syrup. So that is where the two. So sorry, a Fax 10% is $4.35 here. The Molson Cold Shot is $2.85. So somebody do the math, but that's like what, $1.50, $1.70, something like that.
Yeah, about that. I don't know. I'm not mathing right now. We've had a 7.1. I've had a 6.0 as well. I mean, like, there's no mathing tonight.
No, I'm like on beer number 4 now. So.
That's right. You guys pregame tonight.
Yeah, I'm on beer number 5, I think.
Oh God.
4.35.
Well, I've had two of these. 2 a bottle of Sol, a bottle of Stella.
It's $1.50. So it's $1.50 difference. If I was a hobo, I would fucking give that extra hand job and get a Fax 10%.
I mean,
I'm not going to disagree with that statement because, yeah, I do feel like Fax 10 is better. But also, fuck you, Greg.
I mean, listen. Again, I'm coming from the perspective is I hate fucking corn syrup. I hate that fucking taste. So,
that's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
So
I just don't feel like there's that much corn syrup in this.
To me, all I get is corn syrup and nasty wet cardboard. That's literally all I get. And it's gross. But then again, you also like Moosehead, and I fucking think that's gross as well. So clearly our palates are different.
There's different opinions about this, and that's totally understandable. So I mean, oh fuck, look at Greg dropping that.
Greg dropped it like it was hot. Like everybody else gave this an 8 for style.
I'm also gonna throw a wild opinion out is that Molson Canadian is far superior to this as well.
Ooh.
And I hate Molson Canadians, so.
Ooh.
And I'll say this: I think you know what? If you did like an overall like countrywide opinion on this thing, I think Greg's opinion kind of like levels it out to a level where the scores would probably be around here.
kind of looking at the Untapped, and actually you kind of have the same kind of scores on Untapped because people are like, oh, this is just disgusting. Some people think, yeah, it's great. I mean, it's a happy medium between if you talk to Fax 10 and versus the original Molson Canadian. It's a good, happy medium for what you need.
Because
Like you can step up your game from Molson Canadian to cold shots to Cold Shot Max to Fax 10, and you'd be fucked all night. Wicked hangover do all the sugar, but
so one thing I know about myself is I am super sensitive to corn syrup and super sensitive to sweet. This is why everyone makes fun of me that I find every lager too sweet, because as soon as a lager is just a little bit too sweet, I don't like it. So I'm that person. And, you know, if you're not that person, good for you. You've got a more variety of beers that will appeal to you, but not to me, good sir. No, thank you.
Yeah, Greg's our sensitive little sweet boy.
And I mean,
that's right.
You guys my sodium fucking intake and how I hated like a lot of salt. I have that whole thing that Greg has with the sweetness. I have the thing with salt. So I get it.
See, but you
like salt or you don't like salt?
If we call Dan our salt boy, that sounds cooler. But I mean, Greg is just like, oh, I sense his little sweet boy. Little sweet boy. Look at him. A little sugar baby.
I do try to watch my salt intake so I don't overdo it. But I mean, pretty much everyone knows I don't like sweet anything. I don't want cake. I don't want fucking anything sweet.
No dessert beers. No nothing.
The only thing I sort of enjoy that's sweet is ice cream. But even then, I don't eat that very often. But you give me fucking something salty, I'll love it. Like I don't buy chips. Because if I buy a bag of chips, that bag will be open and it'll be eaten by me. There will be no stopping.
Yeah, salty surprise.
So that's why I don't fucking. That's why I don't fucking buy chips, because I know I don't have self-control.
Yeah,
well, we already knew that about you.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about saltiness.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I'm just thinking about right now how if Nick actually had the guts to grow his hair long out right now, and the shirt he's wearing, he'd look like the Big Lebowski. From that scene where he goes back to the Big Lebowski and is talking about he's like getting a little high. Is like
what I'd really like is for Nick to just really grow his beard and Nick to shave Lebowski. Sure.
I mean, you probably could fuck Maud Lebowski if you put yourself out there.
She's like my lady friend. I'm just helping her conceive, man.
Just my special lady friend. I'm just helping her conceive, man.
I mean, I feel Nick could be fucking Julianne Moore. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm her brother, Seamus.
Just tell her.
Seamus, a private dick like you.
Just tell her you got some dinosaurs to show her.
What, like an Irish monk?
So yeah,
I need to watch that again.
I think like Greg isn't wrong, but at the same point in time, if you're looking at this at a party standard, I know that's it's a good stepping stone for people to just get fucking blitzed.
I just look at it as like, if I want to get blitzed, the Fax 10% will work better and, in my opinion, taste better. Or I could just drink a craft beer that actually tastes good. So it's kind of like in that weird no man's land for me, where I'm just like, there's no reason I'd ever want to drink this beer.
Yeah, but you usually start with whiskey anyway.
There's your Jamie gift, like the weekend of Bernie shit.
You know what? Dan is fucking right. Just drink whiskey. That's all you need to do.
There you
Boom. Go. Dan wins. Dan wins this round.
No, Nick, you got a full screen again. The one to do is Weekend at Bernie's 2, where he's got the voodoo curse on him, where his head just goes, he starts moving around and stuff like that.
I've never actually seen either Weekend at Bernie's movie. Maybe we need to throw that out.
I think I need to rewatch that because I haven't seen it since the 90s at least.
So they're both very fun, but I gotta warn you, gentlemen, I might have increased your expectation for titties over the last few months.
Oh no!
I think we've had a titty arms race where we've been showing more and more titties in movies.
They are both sex comedies, but there's literally no titties in either one of them. Really,
Please start off with that, and then work your way up to all the titties.
I was blown away that I showed up sober for the end of Nick's movie, which I will say Nick's movie was very good. Last Saturday, and then I just showed you guys Obsession. Somehow that fucking just kept your attention.
Obsession was fucking amazing. Like that movie was great.
I watched the spoilers of it.
Like the lack of tits in that movie.
When a movie makes me go, holy fuck.
Yeah.
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 Same point in time. Did you guys get the message behind Obsession? Like that's that.
Yeah.
Fucking
the guy was the hero and the girl was crazy. Yeah.
Was there? Yeah. I mean, fucking typical chicken. Why doesn't she like the nice guy? Like I'm the nice guy.
Why don't you fuck the nice guy? Like yeah. It gets out of hand. That doesn't mean I don't mean his hand in his penis.
No, the initial clue that guy's a piece of shit is he let his cat eat his fucking medicine and die. So, like, that guy is a fucking fuck up.
Ooh.
I mean, to be fair, I feel there's some degree of that cat being a little retarded because, like, if I threw, I actually have some oxy from my operation a couple years back. If I threw that on the ground, my cat would be like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not going to eat this shit." So
I cat's a moron if it's going to eat all those drugs. But at the same time, like, how did your cat get into a fucking child lock capsule?
You know what? That don't even ask. Just
just move on. I mean, at the same time, like that movie it started with making you feel uncomfortable, and then it just kind of turns the screws past there, like holy,
it builds the cringe horror along with the what the fuck you.
It goes from cringe horror to what the fuck horror.
That lady, I know Lee knows her name. I don't remember her name because it's fucking complicated, but she is a incredibly good actress in that movie.
I'm looking forward to seeing her and other stuff.
I have the feeling she will be, and hopefully she will get other roles because she very much like that movie. Let's be honest, has like no CG, no effects, very little blood effects and stuff like that, and it's like she kind of carries that movie. And it's like, okay, she does a really fucking good job acting like a fucking goddamn psycho in that movie. So I'm like, okay, like
her name's Indy Never.
Indy something,
like that. Yeah, she deserves an Oscar for that.
So she needs
best movie I watched all year. That was fucking
to shorten
great.
Her name. She needs to shorten her name, make it like.
I'm gonna have to check this out.
Make it like
the Oscar.
Obsession. I would definitely recommend checking out Obsession. That was great.
If she wins, like, I think she's being not like. Maybe there were suggestions like
she should at least be nominated for some like Fangoria awards.
Well, if she wins an Oscar for Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress, I don't see why she'd get Best Supporting because she is like the lead in that film as well.
Yeah, that should be the lead actress role.
But still, but if she gets an Oscar, she won't have to change her name. Fuck that. After that, your name is in gold for the rest of the
year. Let's call her Leslie Goldstein. That should be her new name.
Leslie Goldstein. Saturn Awards.
I want us white people to be able to pronounce her name, but
call her Mary Smith.
And you know what? For the most part, I am not the biggest fan of fucking what they like to call elevated horror because I find like for instance, Hereditary. I find the first half of that movie was fucking phenomenal. Second half of that movie didn't fucking land for me. Same thing with like the Babadook or whatever. I mean, that movie was kind of cool, and then the ending was stupid.
Let's not compare the Babadook to Hereditary.
Well, I'm just saying movies that people call elevated horror.
I feel like almost like I wasn't like crazy. Like I liked Hereditary, but I didn't feel like I was as enamored with it as like
the beginning of it was fucking great. The ending of it was just fucking couldn't stick the landing. This movie,
I wasn't like blown away with it by like a lot of people were. Like, why are you calling this the best horror movie in the last 10 years?
And a lot of people are still fucking calling it the best horror movie of all time.
I don't think so.
I mean, fair enough. Everyone's entitled to enjoy what they enjoy.
Everyone's entitled to an incorrect opinion.
All time, but no, I'd put Hereditary in my top 10 of all time.
I would say Hereditary the first.
I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie.
I would say the first half of Hereditary was pretty fucking amazing horror. The second half, again, to me, didn't stick the landing.
I'd go with something like We Are Still Here or something like that.
All right, gentlemen. I need to go get food. So
Dan's gonna go get food. We haven't talked about what next week's beer is gonna be either. Like we haven't decided. Is
Well,
it going to be a hangout next week or?
we have some collective arts beers I think we can potentially do.
Oh my god.
Can we
I
not?
got that.
Can we put a moratorium on fucking collective arts on this
We
fucking
haven't
show?
done collective arts in years.
Oh,
Or
fuck
months.
you.
Or
I
possibly.
gotta-
Do it every other
I haven't
fucking
bought any
episode,
more
it
of the
seems like.
collective arts beers, so
How about
Well,
collective
I-
arts goes out of business,
I got
please?
that IPA that didn't show up in Ontario.
Lee, I share your fucking concern because I have to drive like 3 to 4 kilometers to actually get these beers for review.
Oh,
So what the
oh.
fuck?
Wow,
Why is
slaving
that-
over in a open hot steering wheel.
Yeah, why is it not fucking? I mean, luckily it's not. It's heated. It's not cool. So I don't have a cooled steering wheel, Nick. So fuck yes, I have to slave over it in order to get this beer. So
Oh,
fuck.
cool steering wheel like your old
Cool
Camaro used to
steering
have.
wheel.
No, my Camaro did not have a cooled steering wheel. I had
Had cooled seats.
yeah, it did have cooled seats. This car has
I
cooled
remember the
seats too.
cooled seats on it because I remember farting in them.
I have no doubt you did, Nick. And then the cooled seats just blew it right back up into your bum.
That's
He
right.
needs to eat, guys.
All right, we're gonna take this shit offline. We got 2 viewers here. So cheers. I'm assuming it's like Scott and Radar at this point.
I have not even heard why Brandon couldn't make it this week. So
Oh yeah,
It's,
didn't you
his
say you
it's,
could?
it's Brandon's birthday tomorrow, so
Oh,
I
fuck
was
your
here.
birthday,
That's
Brandon.
why. Okay.
I know it's a cop out. I asked him, he's like, "Oh, I'm really tired." You're like, yeah, fuck you,
So
Brandon.
Brandon's gonna have like 18 Molson cold shots tomorrow.
He
Wait till
probably
you're-
will.
Wait till you're fucking 40, Brandon. You're gonna hate your birthdays. You won't want anyone to know about them. You won't want to make them an excuse for anything. You'll want to forget they even exist.
Yeah, I'm totally
Wow.
sure he's watching.
Wait-
All right, we're gonna
wait till
take this shit
you're 50.
offline. Wait till you're 50. Oh, Dan's showing everybody. Wait till you're like
Hey, I'll
3
be there in
times
2
my age.
years, brother. So
Okay,
Wow.
good.
I still
Alright.
got a few years to go, but
Shut up, Greg. I mean,
there
we go.
hey, I had this. I had this, Scott. Thank you.
The penis fuzz is here.
I had this.
You know what? If you just reach around the penis, you can find the wet spot.
God.
Wow.
Comes